Eat a no? What the heck does that mean, Bragg? So, some people may be confused as to why I'm streaming on here, since I clearly stated a while back that, that, I wasn't gonna be streaming anymore, like on YouTube. But, that's because, mm, well, I just. Mm, basically, I figured it'd be fine if I just streamed talking and chilling with people, seeing if anyone flippin' cares. But yeah. Um Basically this is just chilling, sometimes ranting. I don't know. I flippin' have my webcam again. Hi. I wanted to wait until I got a better webcam, but it wasn't happening, so you know. Oh, that's what I should tell mom that I want for my birthday. My birthday's already passed, but they haven't gotten me a present yet, which I'm fine with. They need to take their time. They've got more important things to worry about. But um, so yeah. Yes, talking. Yeah, yes. Sometimes it may turn into like reacting to videos or something, but it depends on how I'm feeling and stuff like that. But I wanna start streaming on YouTube again, because I used to love streaming on YouTube, because it was more likely that people would actually watch it, and the whole reason I started doing it, the only reason I started doing YouTube was because I wanted to make people happy, and doing YouTube made me happy. Um, and just the fact that I can make people smile for even just a few minutes just blows my mind. I love making people happy. I love talking to people, although I am socially awkward, so. Oh, but I figured this would also be a good way to talk about my D&D experiences. So, I just like recently, I think last month, like near the end of last month, finally played D&D for the first time, like actual tabletop D&D with a DM over in their chair, blah 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 blah. Like we were actually all sitting at a table. Don't worry, it wasn't 25 people, so it's not breaking the law or anything, or whatever. Um, but so so we were just playing D&D, and like it was my first time ever playing. So I was a little like I'm watching this stream too, and I'm realizing just how much I use my hands when I talk. But anyways, I digress. I don't know why I just do. Uh, and so it was fun. It still is. Like, I'm hoping that when I get older and when I get more busy, that I can experience and love um just I hope I never lose my love for D&D, because I was in love with it before I started playing it, because I'd heard so much about it and I wanted to play it so badly, but I didn't have any friends to play with. Um Perfection, you're on the way to becoming a woman of culture. Excuse me, I am a woman of culture. I'm already one. Well, I'm a wannabe one. Hand movements, yes. Maybe that should be merch. A shirt that just says hand movements with some with two hands on it or something like that. Hands on the back. um but yeah. So yeah. I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? But yeah, so my first ever character that I just recently, well, obviously I just recently made her, but you know, because it's my first time playing, I haven't really made any characters except for on D&D Beyond, which I never got to use, because I couldn't find anyone or a group of people who wanted to play with me, um, or could play when I could play at the same time, you know. So what we did was we all spent like 2 hours everyone making their own characters. I myself have a wood elf cleric, which I flippin' love her. Her name is Stultus Cararant. Cararant. Cararant? Cararant. Cararant. It's hard to say the last one. It's I wanted to make her name the Latin translation of can't heal stupid. Like she can't make it where you're not stupid, basically. But the Latin version of that is way too long. So it's like asking to have everyone flippin' stumble over their words, including me. So like my dad's a monk, my mom's a rogue, my sister is a oh, what is she? If I play D&D, I name my character General Greengrass. Nice. I need to think. I don't remember what Jen's one is. I know that Turo. I know that Turo is a barbarian. He's a dragonborn barbarian. Flippin' hates everyone and wants to kill everyone. I'm a neutral good. Turo is chaotic evil. So basically he doesn't care about anyone in the campaign. So he literally one of our people in right in the area that you start off in. He melted one of the other players' faces off, like their character. He tried to melt their face off. Thankfully, they were able to throw saving throws, and they won. They were alive. 1 health, but alive. So right off the bat, I only had like 2 spell slots, so I was always like freaking out. Like I didn't want anyone to die and stuff like that. I didn't want my character to die. I mean, I am like, wait, Arturo? Who is Arturo? Oh, Arturo is my sister's husband. So they live with us. So he's my stepbro, not it's brother-in-law. There we go. So bro-in-law. But so we started off in a cell, We haven't finished the campaign yet, I don't think. But we started off in a cell, and like everyone was in separate cells. For the first session, Turo and one of the other people couldn't be there, and for the second session, the other person couldn't be there. So, for the first session, we had me, my mom, my dad, Jen, and Devin, Priscilla, and Ryan. Yeah. Was MJ there the first time? I don't remember. But yeah, so basically, three of each of us, except for the ones who couldn't make it. So, Devin, Priscilla, me. Wait, no, Devin wasn't there. He's the DM, excuse me. He's the DM, so, he didn't have a person. So it was... I was with Priscilla and Ryan. So me, Ryan, and Priscilla were in one cell, chained together. Like a good example of what the chains look like, I think, would be the chains from Robin Hood Men in Tights, where in the start, he gets thrown into a jail cell and... Spoiler alert, by the way. He gets thrown into a jail cell with someone else, and they sorry. They escape, but the thing they're chained to is what I'm trying to think of. I don't remember what it's called. I guess it's just called a chain. I don't know. But so we all eventually, after Turo flippin' melted some guy's face off. I think Turo no, Turo wasn't there. He wasn't there. He wasn't there for the first session. I remember now. So, me, Priscilla, and Ryan were in one cell. Mom, Jen, and Dad were in another cell. And so, Priscilla, her person is chaotic evil, so she doesn't give a crap about anyone else. And so, her character flippin' throws fire at, like, a belt that was left in there because a guard had come in because my dad had messed with the guard, so the guard like slapped him with the belt and then for some reason left the belt in there, which which Devin put that in there to give them the perfect way to escape by using the belt somehow. I think for the thingamabob as the lockpick or something. I don't know how that would work, but apparently it would have. And so that was a thing. And so Priscilla decided to set it on fire for some reason. And then the guard found it. He saw the fire. He went to get it. The leather part of the belt was burned and just gone. And so he picked up the belt buckle and left, removing the chance that they got, that Devin had given them, to flippin' escape. So they tried a different route. They actually tried to break the chains, which actually worked because one of each person in the separate cells had, one person out of each group had acid breath. So they put acid, they spit acid onto the chains. If I was General Greengrass, I would ask if I could break down a door with a tree. That'd be fun. Excuse me. So, yeah, so we get out of this cell after causing a huge ruckus, and a guard is running towards us and comes 10 feet every round, like every time we all, or like, was it every turn? Like 10 feet every turn, actually. So we were just like, and so he's running down towards us while another guy who apparently didn't want to leave his cell, so he freaked out because everyone was leaving. So he was trying to get the guard's attention, and so we had to kill him, unfortunately. And so, okay, we either killed him or we just incapacitated him. I think we just made him unconscious, but I'm not positive. I know for sure we killed the guard. Well, I didn't have any say in the matter. I'm neutral good, so I don't like that stuff, but I will do it if I need to. Excuse me, I need to take a drink of water. So, we get out of the cell, and we're all just like, what do we want to do? So, the way the place is mapped out is that there is a middle hallway and 2 hallways on each direction. In each direction. The middle one had, you could see lights in the distance. Very faint, but there, you know? And so we decide to group up and we go, I think we went, dreaded hydro flask, yep. We went right, and so this whole time we've had bracelets on our wrists. These bracelets, I think they were golden, with a green gem like this, like right here. And so our party was a little hurt because of the guard and stuff like that, and they were slightly glowing. So Ryan decides to do an arcana check on it, like see what it does, type of thing, and he failed, so it cracked. So he took it off and threw it on the ground, causing an explosion, which blew all of us back, him the most. But he took like no damage, which is what surprises me. And I was closest to the door on the hallway, and I'm a wood elf, mind you. I have dark vision. I can see 60 feet up in front of me. So I rolled a perception check. I saw what was going on, and there's a door. So I walked towards the door. I opened the door slightly. I opened it just a crack. And I looked through. Nothing. Just a hallway. Just like, it's like one of those, the door is right here, the wall to the hallway is right there. So it goes this way. So that hallway goes that way. And it goes like down at a slant a little bit, I think, if I remember correctly. So yeah. So I thought, nah, let's not go in there for now. So I closed the door. I know I closed the door. I don't know why I'm saying that, because in the future. And so we decided not to go through it. There was bracelet on floor. If it was a modern day shooter, someone would yell tactical nuke incoming in a loud voice. Wow. So we go back to the middle of the hallways, and we decide to go down the middle hallway. And so we go there and we see an armory. Like, well, we didn't know it was an armory at the time, but we saw lanterns, like lamps and stuff like that, and so we opened the door, and you can see it's an armory. It's got some lights inside. There's no one in there. You'd think an armory would be guarded, but you know. So my mom, who's the rogue, takes a step and feels something moving against her foot. So she stops. She freezes. She rolls a perception check. She had almost tripped a wire which was connected to a crossbow that was aiming straight for her head. So we all ducked. She ducked. We all had to... I think she was actually the only one who had to roll an acrobatics check or something. So she did that. She passed, so she didn't get stabbed in the face with a crossbow. I wonder if a twin firing crossbow counts as a repeating crossbow. I don't know. But so we all duck and it just lands in the floor. And then we go inside and like a bell next to the door rings a little bit because she tripped the wire. Thankfully though, there's no guards in the area, so that no one hears. Thank goodness. So it was, obviously an alarm. And so we go inside this room and there's like all kinds of stuff. There's stuff for mages, there's stuff for magic wielders and people who do damage. Like tanks and stuff like that. And everyone. There's stuff for everyone. There's also these wooden statues. Each one's a different one. Each one is what we see, what we want. And so we all take one of those too. There is a box next to the wall that you can see a slight green glow. Or was it green? No, it was just a slight glow coming from inside. It was locked with a lock here, on here, and on here. Mind you, the lock on here is for the top of the box, so we don't need to unlock the other ones. We didn't realize that at first, though. So my mom tries to pick the lock, and she succeeds. And so she picks the lock, and she looks inside, and there's a dagger. And so she does a perception check, and it's just a dagger that could be magical. So she picks it up and takes it. You guys will we'll learn later on what it does. Okay, so we leave the armory because we got everything we need. Ryan insists, he's a sorcerer, so he insists on having a red robe because it's his favorite color. I'm like, I understand, red's my favorite color too, but come on. He's actually arguing with Devin, who's the DM. He's arguing with him, telling him that he wants red robes, and he's not taking no for an answer. So Devin finally flippin' gives in because he's annoyed, and he gives him red robes. And and so we have red robes. He has red robes. I have whatever I need. I have a flippin' staff that doesn't have anything on it, but it's just a staff right now. Oh yeah, if anyone joins, feel free to flippin' talk, because hey, I don't want to be the only one talking. If you guys want to say something, go ahead. So I'm we leave the armory and we go back to where we came from, and we're all like talking in game and player to player, talking about where we should go now, what next, that kind of thing. And so we decide to go to the door that I had mentioned earlier. The thing is, the DM forgot that I closed the door, so he said that it was open just a crack. So immediately I'm like, okay, what opened the door? And then we actually argued about whether or not I had closed the door. And everyone else had agreed that I closed the door. And so we moved on. I'm heading to bed. Have a good night. Also, yoga booga. Nice. Sleep well. Ooga booga. Sleep well, the brag. It's nice talking. Sorry that I'm the only one talking. So we all go through the door, and there's a long hallway that's going down at a slant. Going down at an angle, like this, kind of, not really steep. It's just like this. I think that's what he said. So we go down the hallway. There's this pressure plate on the floor in front of us that has this. It has the symbol that's the same color as our bracelets. So obviously, we think, okay, maybe that has something to do with them. For some reason, cooler. Oh, hey, coolers! Yep, hooray! Yeah. So we one of us, Priscilla, steps on the pressure plate and opens a flippin' she opened a hatch in the ceiling. Big square hatch. And it slides open. And down comes a gelatinous cube. And if anyone knows about D&D, you'll know that's not fair. He had dumbed it down quite a bit because, this is this whole thing is a homebrew. He made up this campaign. Like, he's got notes for it and everything, like, written in his handwriting and stuff. So Priscilla obviously steps off of the pressure plate hoping that it will, not do stuff. And it just cuts it in half, so it has half everything now. So a gelatinous cube that was already dumbed down got half down. And so So we have this gelatinous cube in front of us, and we all look at Priscilla and are like, what the heck? She's like, I thought it had something to do with our bracelets. And we're all like freaking out, like, we don't know what to do. And mind you, the gelatinous cube takes up like half of the hallway. Like, the whole hallway, he's as wide as the whole hallway is wide. But he like takes up half of the ceiling. He's almost up to the ceiling. He's like halfway up, obviously. That's what I'm saying. So that's the thing. And my mom stabs it with the dagger that she found in the armory, the one that was in the box. Also, before we unlocked the thing, we were all like debating on whether or not it was a trap or not. Um, but yeah, we obviously figured out that we might as well try. So, so my mom stabs it with a dagger, with the dagger that she had found. And turns out the dagger used wild magic. And if you know what wild magic is, you know that basically there's a number of things that can happen that it will affect, that it will do. A number of things that it will do to what you stab. So if you prick your finger, it can either harm you or help you. For us, she just made it where it could flip and teleport. So it teleported behind us, and the gelatinous cube, Devin said, was actually pretty slow. So it wasn't too big of a problem because we could obviously outrun it. So we're all running down the hall, like, and flipping Ryan casts an ice spell at it. And he's in front of us. So he aims behind him and casts a frost spell on it, which froze like 3 of us along with it. And so Ryan and Priscilla are still running down the hallway. Ryan's kind of like, what the heck? I didn't mean to do that. So Priscilla's faster than him, I think, if I remember correctly. And so he's just like, he's also trying to help. Like, he gets behind us when we actually thaw out, and he gets behind us and refreezes the gelatinous cube. And so Priscilla runs ahead and she sees another pressure plate. And guess what it does? She steps on the pressure plate thinking that it will help us, that maybe it'll stop this stuff. It opens up the same trapdoor that had opened up earlier. And out came the other half of the gelatinous cube. And that was awesome. So we, after we finally killed it, one of us almost died, I remember. So I had to use up my spells to heal people. Sorry, my legs are hurting. And so I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids. No, I'm kidding. Also, coolers, you can talk. Just because I'm talking about D&D, I still want you to enjoy the stream, so. So we finally defeat the gelatinous cube. We got like 100 points in damage. I got some I got some XP because I slapped it with a flippin' guiding bolt. And so we all got a decent amount of XP. And so we go further down the hallway and we come across a sewer. So our characters go into this sewer and we see a city in the sewer. And we're all surprised. We're all like, what? Why is there a city down here? Turns out they had been banished there after they had rebelled against the king. And so they were banished here in the sewer, only able to send a few people every once in a while to get provisions, which is actually really sad. But it had been years since they had tried to overthrow the king, so Most of them didn't even know that they had tried to do that. They didn't know why they were there. They didn't know why they couldn't leave. And right when we arrived there, a little boy runs up to us and hugs one of us. I don't remember who he hugged, but he ran up to one of us and hugged one of us and said thank you, and then ran back off. Like, we're all thinking, oh, he must be thanking us for killing the gelatinous cube or something. And that was true. So, yeah, it was really fun. So we're all, like, having fun, and it's really awesome. So next, we actually ended the session there. At that first session, we ended it there, and it took us like half a day just to do it. And I was like, wow, that took a long time, because we were like, you know, we didn't want to mess up, we didn't want to kill our characters, we didn't want anyone to hurt. So, and Devin, the DM, he can be kind of mean sometimes. Well, not, you know, like super mean. He's just like, if you knew him, you would be worried at the fact that he was your DM. Thankfully, he went easy on us because we're newcomers, which honestly doesn't really upset me that much, just a little bit, but I understand why. So the next session, excuse me, Turo is with us now. So, and I think, yeah, Ben's with us too now. Wait, is it Ben? MJ? No, Ben and MJ are with us, I think. I'm confusion. Okay, so basically, what I remember is Arturo caused a ruckus. He broke out of his chains with acid breath and went outside after going to the armory and getting stuff. He went outside with his shackles still on. And Flippin tried to immediately after coming out of the Flippin jail, tries to kill like 5 guards, which he fails and gets caught and thrown back in jail. And now, since they saw all of the broken and lockpicked cells, they were like, oh, prisoners are loose. So a whole bunch of guards are now standing guard in front of the Flippin jail cell and in front of the armory and in the armory. So no, just in the armory. Sorry. What game? Oh, D&D. And so so we're like, what the heck? Like, player to player, we were just like looking at Turo being like, really? Why did you do that? You idiot! Obviously, this is all in good fun. We were just having fun. But of course, it was just so annoying. But, you know, at least it wasn't terrible. So then it goes over to us, and we're still in the sewer, and so we go around getting we go to the magic shop, we go to the blacksmith. Everyone goes to do their own thing, and we find out how to activate the statues, which turns out to be pet things. Like, they're pets in statue form. So if you activate the statue, if you revive the statue, you get a pet. And so Ryan revives his pet with a revival gem that he bought from the magic shopkeeper. And so so yeah. Also, some of the stuff that I say might not be completely accurate, or they might have holes in them, because there were times when I had to, go to the bathroom or something like that, and I couldn't, like, when we got back, I ask what happened, and they just give me the long short of it, that type of thing. The short version of everything that happened. So yeah, so we go to we all go to our respective flipping thing, and we find out that the gems on our bracelets are actually revival gems and can be put into our statues to revive our pets. We didn't I don't think I did that time. Did I? Yes, I did. Sorry. And I got a what was it? Hold on, let me check. Let's see. I think it was something like a bewilderbeast or something. Sorry, displacer beast. Yeah, so I have a displacer beast, which you can look up if you want. It's pretty much a panther looking creature that has it has 6 legs and 2 tentacles sprouting from its shoulders. Yeah, it looks like a panther, but it has those things. And so I have that pet, and I absolutely flippin' love him. I want to cuddle him, but apparently he's not that comfy, so I guess I can't. It sucks. It sucks. So yeah, so we all have our pets now, except for Priscilla and Turo, I think. So Priscilla has because she wanted such an overpowered pet, he had to make it where she only has half of her statue. So I don't think she can revive it, if I remember correctly. So yeah, that's the thing. And so what time is it? 4:46. Okay. So we all have our pets now, except for Turo, of course. And this is where MJ came in. Yeah. MJ had, like, broken out of his stuff and went into the armory and stuff like that, and went into the flippin' thing. MJ had already gotten his stuff, and so he went to the magic shop, and we saw him outside with the other people who went to the magic shop. And so we're all like, oh hey, hello. And we all got our flippin' gems, except for Mom. We all got our gems put into the statues so that we could revive them. But the thing is, once you use your gem to revive your pet, you can't use it to revive yourself. That's why Mom didn't have a pet yet. So yeah. She's just got the gem on her wrist still. And once you remove the thing, you can't put it back on. So yeah. Okay, so we went back up to the surface after getting our shackles removed. And we went back to where the jail cells are, and we noticed Turo. And a guy with a melted face. The melted face person was Ben. He came, like, later that day. Like, later into the session. Because he has, like, work and stuff. So, he gets the flippin' things. We all like see the guards and stuff like that, and so Priscilla gets an idea. She pretends that MJ is a prisoner and takes him to the guards. So the guards put him back in a jail cell, and now they think that all the prisoners that were freed are now put into the cells. And so we get through these guys. After a long battle, we finally killed them all the ones that were in front of the cells, and then I healed Ben, who had the melted face, and I healed everyone, basically. And so we took a long rest, so we had all our spells back, all our HP was back, so I didn't really need to heal anyone. I think it was like earlier in the fight that I healed people. So like the fight wasn't over yet, so yeah, I think that's why. And so kill the guards, and then one of us tells them, oh, there's an armory up ahead with some stuff for you. We told that to Ben and Turo, who had been up in the who had been in the cell up until now. And so they went to the armory and got their own stuff. And yeah. And so we walk outside, and there is just a city. And we all have our shackles taken off. We actually we had brought a blacksmith with us that was super OP, apparently. And we brought a blacksmith with us because he wanted to leave the sewers and do something, you know. And so he got his shackles. He got all of everyone's shackles off. And yeah. So yeah. So it was really fun. It's sometimes it's hard to remember stuff because I suck at remembering stuff, you know. And so yeah. it's really fun. It was awesome. I love it. I love D&D. um so yeah. I think I'm gonna stream again tomorrow. Tomorrow Sunday. I'll have time during the day. Excuse me, and mom and dad will probably be gone, so I'll have more, quietness. But I think for now I'm gonna end the stream there. I'm gonna need to remember where I left off. I will say though that flippin' okay, I will say this. In the city ahead of us, we can see a church on like this side and stairs on this side, and like a city down below. Oh, and I think he said something about a tower, like a really big tower. I'll explain how that comes into play later tomorrow while I'm streaming. It's like 4:50 in the morning, so I need to get some sleep. I mean, it's yeah. So I'll end that there. I hope you Sprouts enjoyed watching. If anyone who did, thank you to Bragg and Coolers for at least saying hi, stopping by at least. If anyone else is watching this in the future, thank you for watching. I don't know how you got this far. Yep, Coolers, yep. But I'll see you guys next time. Hope you Sprouts continue to bloom and grow. Stay hydrated. Bye.